I know y'all been waiting for my opinion on this, and I'm going to give it in this video. So, Teenage Engineering announces the new OP-1 Field. And as we know, in the past, everybody was very excited about the OP-1. I've owned the OP-1 in the past. I've done a few videos. They weren't very successful or anything like that. That's cool. But, you know, I thought it was a pretty cool thing to play with. A lot of people refer to it as a toy. Now, the new OP-1 Field comes in at a whopping $2,000. Back in, I believe, 2013, 2014, it was a little under $1,000, the original OP-1. In that case, then, it was fairly expensive for what it did. And we'll talk more about that later. So everybody's going crazy about it. I've seen videos from almost every content creator that I like to watch. And, you know, I respect everybody's opinion on it because it's their opinion, you know. Why would I care for anyone to feel censored or if they are not unfiltered to not have an opinion at all? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Now, at the price point of $2,000, it is pretty darn insane. And I will talk about the features in a little bit, but I think it's important that I go down the line of all the groove boxes that I own right now. So I have the Circuit Track and the Circuit Rhythm. Both of these, I believe, come in at about $400. This is a sampler that plays like samples, one shots, and so forth. And this is, it plays samples too. It just doesn't chop samples like the Rhythm. However, they're both portable, $400, lithium-ion battery, great software too, by the way, by Novation. Shout out to Novation. Not bad, I'd say that. So I have a Electron Model Cycles. I purchased this with my own money too. And it's not bad. It doesn't sample like the OP-1, and it's not portable like the OP-1, which, by the way, the new OP-1 Field has a 24-hour lithium-ion battery. That's what they say, 24 hours. And that shouldn't be ignored. It's quite impressive. But this is about $330. It's an FM synthesizer drum machine. It's pretty damn cool. This is where things get a little bit more complicated because now the Roland SP404 Mark II has came out, and it is portable too because I don't have this plugged up. It takes batteries though. It takes, you know, like what, 6 AA batteries? Maybe 4. I can't really remember right now. OLED screen. You can edit samples, drag them in there. You know, it's a sequencer. It's a pretty damn, for the price point, this is pretty damn good. And it also has its own effects, and that's what sells this unit so much. It's pretty damn good. Here's a piece that I thought I wouldn't mention again, but this is the Roland MV1. It's not a bad unit at all. There are things I don't like about it. It does not have a lithium-ion battery, or at least my unit didn't come with it. But it does have a built-in microphone like the OP-1, does not have a built-in speaker or anything like that. But also you have more memory, and it has a crap ton of sounds. Roland, when it comes to their synth engines, especially their digital synth engine, they are very damn good, and they're underrated, to be honest. Groovebox still nonetheless $600 or so forth. During the pandemic, this was announced, and this is the Polygon Tracker, a tracker-based sequencer slash sampler in the fashion of like a Commodore Amiga. You know, it's tracker-based, and it's pretty phenomenal. It's not portable, though you can, with this low-powered function, use a battery pack, and it has USB Type-C or whatnot, and yeah, it's pretty decked out. I would say this is a pretty good unit. Probably one of the best samplers that you can get, period, honestly. Just keeping it real. Now we're in the big dog category where we have the Electron DigiTech, which has a truly unique workflow, a phenomenal sampler at that. I haven't done a review on it yet, but I am fully familiar with their workflow now, and I quite enjoy Electron's products altogether across the board. Syntac, the Digitone, they're beast. So yeah, good sampler. Also at the same time, the biggest thing is it doesn't have a lot of memory, but it has like 1 gig of memory, and they have a compression system via their Electron transfer software. And it's also worth mentioning that Overbridge is pretty damn good for interfacing with your DAW, so you know it makes it easier for you to work with projects after you built something in standalone. Now, we are into big dog category, big dog status. The MPC1, I make no qualms about it. This is my favorite sampler to use, sequencer Groovebox. This does have built-in synthesizers and the best sampler in the game thus far, only rivaled by the Polygon Tracker. I like everything about this unit, and I think it's worth it for $900. That's all I got to say. You got plenty of videos on my channel that you can check out, and you can make that judgment on your own. The only thing about this, with this small unit, you would think that, Akai would have put a lithium-ion battery in it, but, hold on. Big Mama has entered the room. This is my ultimate favorite sampler of all time, and probably the best sampler Groovebox synthesizer. What name it does it. It has a portable speaker on it, a lithium-ion battery, it's not plugged up, and plenty of hard drive space and enough RAM for you to do music with. And it's pretty optimized. Akai continues to update the firmware at a higher rate than any company. I would say the only other company that updates their stuff as much as Akai is Roland. Make no qualms about it, definitely my favorite. And by the way, this is $1,300. Another one, the Akai Force, highly slept on, underrated unit. Not so portable, and that kind of hurts it because it is pretty beefy. As you can see, I'm not even in the frame, but again, plenty of hard drive space, synthesizers, sequencer, Groovebox, clip-based production, pretty much Ableton Live in standalone. No battery built inside of it, no lithium-ion battery, but around the same price as the MPC Live 2. You know where I'm getting with this, right? Once I pull out the Machine Plus, then this video is about to be all bad, because this right here is fantastic. I don't think it's really worth $1,400 for this unit. They slip on the firmware updates. It seems like Native Instruments only cares about ripping off Akai's different features than they are about improving their own firmware. And that's some of the things that I don't like about it. But as far as the workflow of this thing and the pads, the best pads out of every Groovebox that I've tried. Yes, and that includes the MPC. And then, yeah, like, again, cheaper. And it's not bad. It's not bad, to be fair. I don't like beating up on Native Instruments. I just wish they would improve the firmware instead of trying to take ideas from Akai. And this is the reason why I brought up all the pieces of gear, simply because of this. They want $2,000 for that. No fucking way. I gotta stop smoking.